Hello and welcome to this week's YouTube vlog. I've got a black coffee in hand. Let's see. It's just the right temperature now. I put a dash of cold water on it because it was way too hot and I knew that I wanted to be able to sip my drink whilst talking to you guys. Apologies for the way that I sound. I've got a cold. Originally, I thought it was hay fever. I think it was, and now it's progressed into a cold. I've got so much to catch up with you guys on because the last time I did a YouTube video, it was like a weekend vlog slash teaming haul because we were about to go to Australia and I bought loads of different toys and crafty bits and bits and bobs for Isla to use on the plane. I can confirm that everything we bought for Isla was used, so I'll make sure to link the video either here or in the description box below of the Temu haul because we used everything. If we didn't use it on the plane, we used it when we were out and about at restaurants and whatever, just to entertain Isla whilst catching up with lots of friends and family. But we used majority, like most things, on the plane because, as you know, the trip to Australia is like 24 hours. I think from door to door it's like 33, but I don't want to say that too loudly because that will put people off from going. But yeah, my partner did some calculations and we worked out that it was about 33 hours from door to door on the way back. But we did have a longer stopover as well of 3 hours in the middle. But yeah. Anyway, what to catch up with you guys on? Oh my gosh, the trip to Australia was incredible. The ultimate goal of this vlog is to showcase some of the footage that I took. A lot of it is just like me whenever I could pick up the camera or thought about picking up the camera, just to share like our journey and our experience back in Australia. But yeah, that's kind of all that footage is kind of just for memories for me to keep for when, looking at these videos in the future. But our trip was brilliant. I mean, in terms of the flights, Isla was amazing. On both flights, there and back, she did either a 5 hour stint or a 7 hour chunk of sleep, which was brilliant. And I couldn't fault her. We made sure we got the seats that had the bassinet at the front. Not that we used a bassinet, but we just wanted to make sure we had that extra leg room for if she wanted to stand up, if she wanted to walk around a little bit. And I know every child and toddler is so, so different. And we managed to not have Isla want to run around and go on, through a walkway and that kind of thing. She did really good. There were a couple of times that we picked her up and just let her go have a look. But for the most part, yeah, she was just either on, like, standing up on the floor or sitting down on her own chair. We scored a couple of chairs on the way there. And did we get one on the way back? No, or did we? I can't remember. No, we didn't on the way back. The two flights on the way there, we managed to get a seat. At one point, we had two seats, so Anna lay down and had a big old sleep. But yeah, we didn't pay for her to have an extra seat because you don't have to pay until they're 2 years old. So that was something that we decided to risk, take the risk to see if we would somehow manage to get a seat, and we did on the way there. But like I said, not on the way back. The air hostesses, obviously, most companies and airlines will try and accommodate you, so they saw straight away that we had a little one, and did what they could to try and help. That was on the second flight, and obviously, sorry, the second, like, coming back, because yeah, we had basically two seats, so myself and Isla, and then there was like the walkway, and then Will sat on that one. So even though, yeah, so on the way back on the first flight, we did have a spare seat, but yeah, we didn't have, it wasn't enough for Isla to necessarily lie down comfy. But then on the next flight, she was that tired that she managed to lie down on me for 7 hours. My body was aching. I was lucky I had the window next to me, so I could kind of try and lean on that. But let's just say 7 hours of that, I was absolutely throbbing, like just aches and pains. And once she finally, I just didn't want to move. And my partner said, like, do you want to swap? And I just thought, look, it's not worth the risk of her then being awake. And we knew that she fundamentally, she needed a really good chunk. So at that point then like put all the lights down, so it was kind of like time for everyone to sleep or whatever. So yeah, we didn't risk that, and by the time when she finally woke up 7 hours later, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit tearful because I was just so sore, and bored poopless, quite frankly, because I couldn't find my headphones, and I didn't want to put the light on to, for to read my book. So yeah, it was a bit of a boring time, but I managed to get a little bit of sleep on and off. But every time I kind of fell asleep, she'd then move and wriggle in her sleep. So yeah, it is what it is. And my only piece of advice to kind of give people when you're thinking about, should we travel, should we do it, is it worth it, or that kind of thing. With a little one, it is like the first day of being away in Australia, like the first day, I guess for me it's different. I was going to visit family. The first day, hands down, like the first hour of just having conversations with my mum in the car whilst, driving to my family home, it was worth it. That 24 hours or 33 hours, whatever you want to say, the 24 hours flight is 100% worth that. So if you want to do it, do it. Don't let having a child, stop you from doing that. If travel is something that you love and makes you feel like you, and something that you and your partner enjoy, or you've got family, just do it, because once you're on that flight, for me it's the worst part of it is the before the flight. So I think of every different scenario in my head. So I spent a bit of money, probably under £50, on bits for Isla for the flight, for just wanting to ensure that she had plenty of things. I think like the things that I got off Temu, that was about £25, and then I got some, so probably less than £50. Then I got some like sticker books, um, colouring stuff, and just other bits, so that Isla would be plenty entertained, and so it wasn't just all craft bits, or it wasn't all just the Temu bits, and so she had plenty of things to entertain herself. It'd probably be £50, including all the snacks that I got as well, because I had like 2 clear bags of snacks. So there's no age limit, or not age limit. There's no limit, I guess, for how many snacks you can bring. So, I had all the snacks because she's under 2. They were trying to feed her purees. She didn't mind having like the apple, like the fruity ones, but there was no way that she wanted spag bowl blended up sort of thing. So I'm glad that I had a lot of snacks for her. Obviously, not all of it was very nutritious, but she was happy, she was full, and she was fed, and she had some of our things as well. So, and there was a couple of times where they asked us if we wanted to give either the snack that they had on the plane for adults and that kind of thing. So I'm sure if I really wanted her to have the plane food, we could have said, oh, is there any left, sort of thing. But we did pretty well with what we had. Just gonna take another sip. So we flew with Malaysia Airlines. So it was the first time that I've flown with them, and admittedly, it was a company that I never fancied, I guess, flying with. They weren't like, top on my top 5 or whatever, or top 3. Um, so I wasn't sure. I've flown with, Qantas, British Airways, Singapore Airlines, Emirates, that kind of thing, and had like really good experiences. So Malaysia Airlines wasn't one that I'd ever flown with, but it was good, and it was a lot cheaper, like a couple of £100 cheaper per flight for myself and my partner. So it was definitely worth it. The baggage allowance was a lot less than what I was used to. Pretty sure was it 20 kilos? I don't think it was 25, or maybe, no, I'm not sure it was 20 kilos, which, it's just 3 weeks, so it wasn't too bad. I'm really fortunate that I didn't have to bring any bulky things like hair straighteners, blow dryers, or really any what's it called? Oh my god, I'm such a terrible woman. Like skincare, or like big shampoo bottles, conditioners, that kind of stuff. So I was really lucky, and that was what we had. And then we had the carry-on, and then Isla had her stroller, a carry-on bag, which was like a big change bag that she used when she was little, so it could fit all the activities and the food and stuff like that. And then as well as Isla had 10 kilos, so not much, but again, I was really fortunate that Isla could borrow my niece's clothes because they're like 9 months apart, so it was perfect. All the clothes that Izzy has, Isla could borrow. I obviously packed a few bits because it was just nice to get some summer clothes before we went away, and hopefully using them in the UK now in the summer, getting into summer. So yeah, but really lucky that the baggage allowance didn't really, I wasn't struggling sort of thing with just the 20 kilos and the 10 kilos for Isla baby. um, what else? The on the way back from Australia, we felt like the service was a lot better. So we found that the air hostesses felt like they seemed more attentive. They checked on you a little bit more. They were more interactive with Isla, but that's going to be every single flight, and it's going to be different per company, within each company and that kind of thing. So yeah, I just think it depends, who's working on the day sort of thing. Like most places, like if you go into a shop, you could have a great experience, and the next time going it could be somewhat different, or that same person could have an off day or not really fancy talking to your child. So yeah. But I think we are likely to fly with them again if it's a lot cheaper, um, right? Because why not? So yeah, it hasn't put me off using them, which is good. So yeah, I would recommend them if you're needing a flight that's a little bit cheaper. The stopover on the way there was only an hour and a half, and that just flew. We pretty much felt like we just went straight back onto the flight by the time we got through security and all of that jazz. And then the stopover on the way back to England was 3 hours. So that I felt that. We're lucky that Isla, because we had the stroller, Isla slept for 3 hours. So she slept the whole time and then slept again when we were on the plane. So win-win, she slept for 7 hours. But yeah, we obviously are mindful that we might not be so lucky next time, or next time we go to Australia, like she probably won't be having sleep. So, like naps. So, yeah, I think if I could avoid having a longer stopover, I would. But that's just kind of usually like nowadays, there's always one that's a bit longer. And especially for Singapore, I felt like that. Sorry, I just got a message from my partner. The trip, obviously, like Isla didn't get sick at all. There was a couple of days where she was like teething, so a bit more like irritable or not as like her happy, bubbly self. But touch wood, she didn't get ill. I mean, now we're back. She's got a cold, or she had hay fever a few days ago. And now, I don't know, she's not really got a cold. It's me that has the cold, so I'm hoping, yeah, she's not sneezed today, so scrap that. I'm pretty sure it is hay fever for Isla. And now that it's cooler and stuff, she's not doesn't seem to be sneezing and all that. But for me, full of it, but that's fine. I'm just going to make sure that I take all my vitamins to help me get through it. But yeah, that's, I guess, a general summary of the flights. We had an incredible time in terms of like lots of family time. Managed to see like a couple of my friends. Saw like mid like we were there for a week. Then I had a little mini getaway with my family for a week, where we usually go camping, or where I used to go camping when I lived in Australia. A lovely place called Hat Head. Would highly recommend anyone going, but also don't want everyone to know about it because it's where we go every Easter. And yeah, it was about 80 people that I know. I think someone calculated it's like 80 people came that we know or that we're all connected to. So that was for a week, and then we had another week then in Sydney where I could again catch up with family, catch up with friends, um, well, catch up with like other family and stuff because I was with my family when we went away. But yeah, so it was amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to drop the snippets that I managed to take of our holiday. There's not much, honestly. I was well and truly just at the point where I wanted to enjoy myself. I was in the moment. I would constantly not have my phone on me. And yeah, I just wanted to, I think I needed it. I think I needed like a bit of a digital detox. I took photos and stuff like that, but I didn't want to just be sitting down talking to a camera. I didn't have time, to be honest. I was so go, 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 go. And by the evenings, I was knackered. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy the little snippets that I have to show after this. And I promise I'm going to start posting a lot more frequently. So I think I'm going to do something like a coffee catch up every week, where I not just like catch up on my life, but basically like just ask myself certain questions and kind of have a little bit of a brain dump and yeah, ask myself some questions and it'll make me think, hopefully make you think and offer some words of wisdom potentially. I think my first one is going to be about the book that I'm reading. I've not finished it yet, but it's called Let Them by Mel Robbins and it is incredible. I've got it here actually. So yeah, it is insane. I'm up to, where am I up to? I like how I don't have, oh no, don't tell me I've lost my page. Yeah. But anyway, so Mel Robbins, she's incredible. She has her own podcast as well called, I think it's the Mel Robbins podcast. But yeah, I listen to that sometimes as well. But it was at the airport. So I read two books as well when on holiday. So Hopeless by um, Colin Hoover and Verity by Colin Hoover, two completely different books. Verity, honestly, I was reading that on the plane on the way to Australia and then as well in Australia, and I had to just finish reading it because I had jet lag and it honestly, like, it was giving me not nightmares but like I knew I just needed to finish the book because it was making me have weird dreams. And it's a bit of a, I don't know what to say, thriller or horror or bit more of a like ooh book. Like usually Colin Hoover's all about like the romance or you know that kind of thing. So Verity is very different, but obviously if you like Colin Hoover's style of writing, you will like Verity as something a little bit different because sometimes I felt like I was reading Colin Hoover after Colin Hoover, and it was nice to have like still have Colin Hoover to read, but it was very different to her other books. And then obviously now I'm on the Let Them theory, and yeah, it's incredible, and I've already learned so much. And yeah, I can't wait to do a little bit of a debrief on the key points and key takeaways of this. But yeah, if you've got anyone, just anyone in your life that you just think needs to, you know what? I'm not even going to go into it because I'll be here all day and we need to wrap up on this vlog. But yeah, 100% would recommend. It's a new release and it's incredible. And if you're into kind of self-help books and motivation and that kind of thing, 100% recommend. Yeah, I literally, like, I want it to be someone's birthday so I can just buy them this book and give it to them because I've messaged my mum, I've told her to tell her friends, I've told any of my friends about it since being back. So yeah, 100% recommend this book. All right, okay, roll on the footage of our Australian getaway for 2025. Bye.
What is that there?
What is it, Anna?
I can have that, can I? Look through that here.
Open it for it.
Mummy's just having a swim.
Where are we, Isla? Are we in Australia? We're in Sydney. Sydney. Do you want to try these? You like them? For them? Get you your water. Gotta keep you hydrated, don't we? Want me open? Open. It's been a busy few days, hasn't it? We got here on Thursday night and it's now Monday morning. What have we done in that time? What have we done? Have we what have we done? We've gone to the park a few times. This is our second time, but a different park. You okay? Yeah? What else have we done? Mummy's gone shopping. We've gone up the coast. Oh, Mummy, pick it up. Can you just move 1 second? Okay, let's just leave that one. Mummy, give you this one. You be careful, don't drop it again, okay? You try not to drop it. We've gone and seen Pa, haven't we? And Nana up the coast. And you went to the rock pool yesterday. I didn't take any videos. I was just having too much fun. Hey, we're just in the moment. It was very nostalgic going to the rock pool because that's where I went when I was a little girl, wasn't it? Yeah. So my grandparents, they live up the coast, so about an hour and a half away from where I grew up in Sydney. And so that was really nice, wasn't it, Baba? Going there, and we saw my pop, or Isla calls him Pa, because she's got a pop in England. And yeah, we saw Pa, didn't we, on Mummy's pop? Don't put it on the floor. Eat it then. We don't waste them, do we? Okay, you don't want to waste them. And he was really good. He was yeah, he's doing really well, which is good. Considering everything, hey, he was healthy and chatting to you, happy and chatting to you, I should say. Yeah. Yeah, and he was awake because he was having his some snacks, wasn't he? Yeah, and you were playing. No. Okay, it's okay. What else have we done? We went to Narragansett Reserve, so and we visited the Colby, which is where my mum and dad got married and where my grandparents in England renewed their vows. And it's a potential wedding option, which I'll put the snippet next on what it looks like on the other side of the lake, on the big pond. Because I forgot to take videos when we were talking to the lady, didn't I? Because I was a bit emotional, to be honest. What would you like? Oh, bless you. Bluey, I don't have Bluey. Bluey's at home. Yeah. Do you want another one? Can you eat this one first? Good girl. Eat that one first. Oh, you popped it on the floor. Okay, we're not hungry then, are we? That's fine. Check this bird out 1 second. Isla, what's that one? A duck. I think it's a bin chicken, also known as an ibis, but we call them bin chickens because they're scavengers, aren't they? Very attractive bird. Australia has a lot of beautiful looking birds, and then they've got this one. Cheeky birdie. Isla, do you remember where Daddy is? Daddy's at the doctor's, isn't he? Will's struggling to sleep here, so we basically I've made him go to the doctors to see if they can give him anything to help him sleep. Obviously it's a combination of jet lag, but yeah, basically he needs to be very routine with his sleep because he gets insomnia or has insomnia. So yeah, but the fact that it's been a very long time of him having like a proper night's sleep. I slept all the way through. I'm sure I'll do a sit down when I can. Well, do you want to go exploring? And I'll do a sit down video of how she settled in terms of jet lag and how we have. Do you want some juice? No? Okay, do you want to keep doing some playing? Do you want to get down? Okay, you want to get down then? Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Oh. Say bye. 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 We'll talk later. At Featherdale Wildlife Park. Mummy did work experience here. I worked at the souvenir shop in with the animals. Oh look, it's hungry.
Put your hands out.
Oh, there is a joey in there. You can see the tiny little bit there where the joey is.
Like this, Isla. Hold your hand. Leave it like that.
Oh, isn't that special? I can see a tiny little claw, Will. Hanging out, yeah. What do you think, darling?
What's this, Isla?
How about you give us some more? Can you see it? Wow, you want to put some on?
This one. Hold your hand out like this. Isla, like this.
Alright, just... Wow. You pat it? Wow, is that fun? Yeah. It's cute. Cassowary.
And like this, and we get the ones.
Oh god, I don't know about that. Cassowary would like to eat you for breakfast. Say hello. Hello, pelican. Did she just say happy?
No, they don't want to eat any of this.
No, it's just giving it to her.
Get a picture of them.
Can you see it? Wow, can you say koala? Say koala. Koala. Wow. Oh, you nearly went in with the wombats.
Isla, you put your...
No hat, no play, no school today. That's the saying in Australia. Australian
Your
schools.
sunglasses? Yeah? Maybe.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Don't you say.
Right with the wombats. God, could have been a disaster. Lucky it wasn't a crocodile in there. Hi, hiya. Say hiya, penguin. What do you think?
Penguin.
Wow, you're very close to them. They're very little, aren't they?
Oh, there's one down there as well, Isla.
Oh. Hiya. Oh, over here. Wow, Isla. Oh, you're gonna give it a pat, Isla? Pat the kangaroo. Oh, good girl. So wow, Isla. Oh, you're gonna give it a pat, Isla? Pat the kangaroo. Oh, good girl. Isla, can you get me a croissant, please? Thank you. Nom 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 nom. Uh-oh. Oh, you're going. This is Zoe. Zoe. You want your juice? Okay, mommy, get your juice. There you go. You're still eating, and then you can go have a nap, don't you? Zoe, 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 Zoe. Ugh. 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 You can't help yourself, can you? Yay! Isla, go see Auntie M. Grass. Isla, go to grass. Whoa! There's an emo.
to them. You've seen Nemo, haven't you? Oh, lovely. Wow. Should we roll your sleeves up? Oh, you already dunked them in. You already got dunked. Wow, Isla. Good job. Oh. She's probably going to stick because she's wearing. Good job. It was a bit sticky because you don't have leggings on. Wow. What's that, Isla? Yeah. Maybe sit up here. And, yeah. Wow. Good job. You're so good at that. Now dance at the end. Good job. Wee. Woo. Bit sticky. You need some leggings on. That would help. Yeah.
Table or something.